One of the biggest signs of progress in Somerset is a can't-miss new landmark right in the heart of Somerset on the Square, Urban Stillhouse. It is a beautiful location, and we are so excited that Chris Stevens, the general manager, invited us in today. Thank you so much for having us here.
It's my pleasure to have you.
I mean, when you walk in, Chris, this is like...
It's something else.
Where are we? Yeah.
And that's the whole idea, is to kind of take you away from everything else and transport you to something a little bit different.
It's a gorgeous restaurant, and it's not the first in the United States.
No, it's number 2.
It's number 2. Your first one is
it's the baby sister to the big one in St. Petersburg, which is a 17,000 square foot restaurant. Started that in August 15th of 2020. And it came out of the barrel just very successful. Everybody was ready to get out and do something different. And we provided something very different. I mean, aesthetically, energetically, the food's amazing. So it went extraordinarily well. So the obvious thing to do after that is to open a few more. So
Absolutely.
This is number 2. We're technically here to support the distillery that's going to be built out on Slate Branch Road for Soldier Bourbon.
There's been no bigger name in the news in Kentucky for Soldier Bourbon to be settled in Pulaski County. It made big news. I mean, people are very connected, and they can't wait to hear more about the veteran stories that are attached to it. The culture of it, right? I think that this state is so excited to see that distillery there, and it's just so cool that this restaurant is connected to it.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it makes it a little bit different. It's not just a restaurant, it's something that's attached to a little piece of history. We know that the people in this area have been waiting a long time to see something happen with the distillery out there. I assure everybody out there it's actually going to happen. We're slated to open it July 4th of 2026. Hopefully we'll have the distillation floor open, and I'm sure we'll have a little bit of work to do to get the rest of the infrastructure built out. It's a really, really large project, but it's something that, again, is going to be a little bit different. It's really going to showcase Horse Soldier. It's going to showcase their commitment to the community, to the armed forces, and really should be a entertainment spot as well as a distillery and a little piece of history.
They want to make it like on another level, distillery experience, right?
The terms that I've heard used are the Universal Studios of distilleries. I think you yourself said the Dollywood of distilleries.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to look at it.
A place where you're just not coming to do one thing. You can stay and play and enjoy kind of an entire
listen to
experience.
Some music, have some nice food, perhaps throw on the wedding of a lifetime.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. We're going to have facilities large enough to do that. You know, at the basis, though, it's going to be, you know, inviting all of the veterans, all of the soldiers to come in and to take part in that and to, I guess, really showcase the heritage of the armed forces, especially the special forces. The area itself is extraordinarily special to the owners. All of the horse soldiers are ODA 595. We're doing training missions out on Lake Cumberland on September 10th of 2001. So when they were coming in from their mission and they got to listen to the radio of what all the other Americans were listening to, they knew a little bit more about what was going on. And of course, within weeks, they were off into active battles over in Afghanistan. But to be able to come back to this area, it's almost like coming home for them. So it's sort of a win-win, hopefully for Horse Soldier and Kentucky.
We're excited to have them back and excited to see the development out there.
I can assure you that they're thrilled about it as well.
So what is it like to eat here? What's the menu like?
The menu is very American. We've tried to make it very approachable, yet to showcase the local products that you find in Kentucky with cheeses and meats and techniques. The chef himself did a lot of traveling. Jake spent some time down in New Orleans with John Best, so we brought back a great
Can't even get better than New Orleans, yeah.
No, it's a great tradition. The chef himself has, you know, a wonderful sense of hospitality. So it's not unusual to see him out on the dining room floor talking to the guests about what they liked, what they didn't like, how we can make it better. The whole idea is to bring something special to Somerset, you know, restaurants at the level that you might see in Louisville or Lexington. You know, it's time that Somerset has something like this as well.
Yeah.
And we're thrilled to be here. We're happy to be a part of the community and hopefully, you know, be welcomed as well.
Yeah.
So
They're
that's our
excited.
goal, so.
It's all I've heard is positive things. They're so excited to have you
Well,
here.
we're
and you
thrilled
said
about that.
everybody's been so gracious too. It's like they're so happy that you're
goodness.
here.
Oh, yeah.
And you only see signs of growth of what's happening. I mean, you've been in other cities. You know what it's like. And the horse soldiers, you know, too. That this is a place that is really on the move.
Absolutely. I mean, I think Somerset's going to be doing great things. I think that, you know, the fact that Horse Soldier's here, that the Urban Stillhouse is here, and so many other companies have joined the city in the last few years, I see nothing but great things happening for Somerset in the future.
The whole place is special. And we just thank you for letting us come in today.
It's
to
our
check it all
pleasure.
out.
Thank you so much.
Cannot wait for what's to come.
We are very excited for it as well.
So to learn a little bit more, go to urbanstillhouse.com, or to book your reservation, just head on over to Open Table.